for the Hebrew Israelites. We're back again to bring out the truth of the gospel, all right? The scriptures, the Holy Bible, to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, America. Babylon is known in the Bible, all right? To tell you the tribes of this nation, the 12 tribes of Israel, to wake up before the end comes, all right? Because great miseries and horrible times are coming here to America if you're actually paying attention to the news.
Right.
All right. We know you guys like to live it up and party, all right, and ignore reality. Well, guess what? Reality, the truth about whom the world calls Jesus Christ coming back, bringing great calamity, all right, martial law being declared all over the streets. The reality's coming, whether you want it to or not. All right. At the end of the day, you can either acknowledge it and accept it and hear what's being said, or you can reject it. And guess what? That's just sealed your fate. All right? Go ahead and read that.
Don, this is St. Luke chapter 21, verse 7. And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass?
Yeah, so they were asking him, they're saying, well, you're talking about the end times. So what are we going to be looking for? What are the signs we need to be looking for? Go ahead.
Verse 8, and he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and the time draweth near, go ye not therefore after them.
Yeah, so that means you're going to have false apostles, false Christ, false teachers out there. They're going to pop up. And amongst Israel, you're seeing that more and more. All right, you're seeing them teachers. It says, what is it, 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter? It says people, if that's the right chapter, people show heed to themselves. Teachers have itching ears. All right, so you're going to see more and more people pop up teaching false doctrines, false philosophies, things that clearly go against the truth of the Bible. All right, saying that the chip isn't the mark of the beast, saying that you don't need faith, saying that you don't need the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, saying the destruction ain't gonna come, saying that we gotta get together. All of Israel has to get together. All right, all the type of people are gonna pop up, and the main reason they're gonna do that is because they want to prosper monetarily off of people. All right,
that's right.
They want money. We're not out here to ask for your money. We don't care about your money. It's appreciated if you give it, but we ain't. That's not our mission. Our mission is to make our bodies a living sacrifice. Drop down.
Right? Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
So by the mercies of the Most High, so the Most High has saw fit to provide us a way out for us going off from this truth. All right. So how did He give us? What way did He give us? Come out here and make your bodies a living sacrifice. It's Friday night, or it's Friday evening going into Friday night. There's plenty of things we can be into right now other than out here doing what we're doing. Guess what? This is what the Most High put the Spirit on us to do. That's right, man. All right? So we're going to come out here and preach. We look crazy, so be it. We sound crazy, so be it. All right? But pretty soon we're not going to look or sound crazy. If you're not a damn copper top that goes to this damn school over here and you're actually paying attention to the news, you see that Ebola very may well be in Dallas, which is numbered a few hundred miles north of here. All right? And they're also saying that not only is it up there, they're saying that it could be up to 100 people that have been affected by it. A lot of them are children. All right? Young children. So the fact that so many people travel from Dallas, since that's a big city, from here to Dallas, San Antonio, from Houston, all right, Oklahoma, you know, we're coming to the time of year where it's football, and what are you going to have? The Oklahoma shootout. You're going to have University of Texas go up to Dallas and play OU in a football game.
That's right.
No, let's just say that's a big catalyst to use that to spread. They're saying that it's impossible for that disease to spread across this country. Well, the infrastructure of this country isn't built to handle an epidemic like that.
Nope. And here's the funny thing about the whole entire situation. It took y'all 2 days later to quarantine the ambulance truck Now, no one even mentioned about anything of quarantining the plane that this man came in on.
Yeah.
No, nothing. So y'all know, that's how quick the news media lied to the people.
Yeah. It's all, I mean, it's all controlled. I mean, how else the disease originated in Liberia, I think it is.
Yep.
Made the jump all the way from there to Atlanta, I believe is where they had the case. And then it just so happened to pop up in Dallas, or north of Dallas. All right? North Dallas or north of Dallas, in that area. It just so happened to pop up there. Is that some coincidence? Get the hell out of here. That's planned. All right? There's gonna be more disease. What his brother was mentioning, the introvirus, Terravirus, and it only affects children. So all that stuff, plagues and all that is coming to this country. It would behoove you people to listen to what's actually going on and pay attention. Watch the news.
If I can say this too, brother, it ain't even just the damn Ebola virus.
Yeah.
That's the big thing right now. There's been a respiratory virus that's been paralyzing kids up to teenagers.
Yep.
You know, that's been shutting their entire bodies down. That's been going around this entire time, way before this Ebola incident went down. And then they didn't give you an accurate number. The first day it was 12, then it jumped to 80, now it's 100 today. Ain't no telling what they're gonna tell you tomorrow.
But if I could add on to that, it's impossible to get an accurate number because they don't know, they just know he came in from Nigeria. They don't know exactly. He could have went to the strip club.
Yeah.
He could have went to Golden Corral.
God.
He could have went to all them, different places like that. So how can you accurately tell how it was spread, right?
Right.
So when you go back to one of the original articles, they were saying, they just made up something saying, well, a lot of people were getting it because they were sharing the same cab. And they were on the subway, things like that, right? Yeah. So if he was at an airport, usually you got a trolley, especially at DFW, you got a trolley that's going to take you from terminal A, B, C, D to whatever.
Yeah,
so you got people on the train with him that's going to terminal A, that's going to terminal B, that's going to terminal, all those different people are going to all different places.
Yeah.
So how can you accurately number? And like I said, later on that night, he went to Rick's Cabaret. Then after that, he went to, what's that taco spot downtown? Fuel City.
Fuel City.
He went to Fuel City.
He went to Onyx and Fuel City.
Right?
He was throwing up dollars, or Ebola dollars, to whatever the name of the most famous stripper up there is.
So how can you accurately say that it's 80 people, 800 people? You can't. You just know that it's here, right? Yep. And also take heed that the men of the Lord were out here telling you. The men of the Lord weren't talking about a summit, let's get together. They were taking heed and warning the people. I don't mean to keep going on. They were warning the people. They weren't out here talking about nothing, but let's get the elect.
Yeah, that's right.
So the word was coming out. And you're starting to see it more and more. What matters in life and what don't matter in life. Right?
That's right.
You mind if I get a piece of this? Sirach.
No, go ahead. Read it.
Sirach 13:13. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in the peril of thy overthrow.
Yeah, what does it mean to observe and take good heed? That means to look, watch, listen, and soak in what's going on.
That's right. That's right.
Because you literally walking in a step away from your destruction. You're a step away from catching a major disease. A step away from being out here homeless, having to go to a food line or a food pantry.
That's right.
A major step. The country's a major step from its dollar going completely kaput. This country, people don't understand is this country is literally living off borrowed time. I know you don't like to hear that, but that's what the case is. When the dollar doesn't circulate well anymore, when it's not worth anything, when the medicine, that bullshit industry, when that crashes, all right, when more and more diseases circulating around here, more homelessness, more lawlessness, which is what's coming, then you people, you literally, there's not going to be any running from it.
That's right.
There's going to be no escape from the reality that's coming. And another note on that, the Ebola scare that's going on, at the end of the first, the rise of the Planet of the Apes, what at the very end, everybody was getting sick. How that disease spread was how? Through an airport. One of the I believe it was a pilot, a captain of the plane or whatever, he was going to make his flight, and he was sick, other people were getting sick, and it showed all the flights that were leaving that airport, and they were going literally all over the planet. And then next thing you know, in the next movie, everything's fucked up. So they put that sort of thing in movies. But thing is, because they put, that's the level of magic, we're going to continue with the scripture going on, but that's the level of magic that the elite like to put on people. Because they'll put things in the movies that's happening in reality, so then when you actually come out and speak on it, the general public will be like, oh man, you saw that in the movie. That's bullshit. Well, it's actual reality, you know?
Right. Yes, and that go to show you, John, I got a precept. It's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Yeah, the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night.
Like
so
it did in that movie.
Yep.
It came like a thief in the night on their ass.
Yep.
I add to that. And like it's in real life, let me ask you this. Anybody that hears the sound of my voice, how do you avoid getting the Ebola virus?
Right.
Nobody has an answer.
That's right.
If the Lord wants you to get it, you're going to get it. That's it.
Yep.
Like a thief in the night. One day you at the football game, the next day you coughing, the next day you 6 feet under the ground.
Yep.
God.
That's what time it is.
Yep.
But y'all still walking around playing.
And what did I just say a week ago, Aki? I just talked about how my own son, his entire body just broke out. And the doctors didn't even know what the hell was wrong with him. One doctor told me bronchitis and pneumonia, the other one just like, I don't even fucking know. But he ain't got it. Yeah. He ain't got that because he wasn't even coughing or sneezing. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, Doc, can't put trust in these devils, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that whole when the case turned up, the first case turned up in Atlanta, that's what is the Centers for Disease Control, CDC. Other words, that's the place where they manufacture and keep and spread all these diseases all over the globe. All right. So I mean, come on, you can't. There's literally you can't put trust or faith in anything that's going on in this world because it's all built off deceit. It's all built off to prosper off of you having to go to it for help. All right. You need medicine, for example. You gotta go. What? You got a cold. You got what's a more serious? Not quite Ebola. You got cancer. I use cancer. All right. Instead of giving you the cure for cancer, they'll give you something that'll lower the symptoms.
Yeah.
That'll dampen or suppress the symptoms. So you got to keep going to them again and again for more and more pills, and then that's more and more money going to their pocket.
Radiation treatment.
Yeah.
Exactly what your brother's talking about. Radiation treatment. Now, why the fuck would you put your body through a nuclear, situation to get rid of a disease when all you're doing is just adding more problems to your body?
Yep.
Exactly.
One key thing is when you do it, you lose all your hair.
Yep.
Your body is naturally growing hair, but when you do this, you lose your hair. That's one key factor right there. Like, hell no, I'm not doing that. That's killing me. My body's producing hair naturally. But when I do this, I lose hair.
So it saps your energy.
So you X that out. You X that out.
Yep.
So you mean to tell me I gotta kill myself further?
To kill this cancer. There ain't no kind of. You mean to tell me there's no kind of dietary plan or no kind of other solution and it's just I gotta destroy this body? Come on.
And there's one simple movie that's out called Forks and Spoons Over Knives, where it show you, man, how people have went on diets and stuff and got rid of the cancer without having to go through radiation therapy. When they were told that they were going to die.
Let's be real with the whole thing. What's causing cancer to begin with?
GMOs.
What's causing cancer to begin with?
GMOs, you got smoking.
That's what you need to cut out.
Yep.
This society, the food that you eat ain't real food, and your body is just, that's how your body processes that.
Yep.
Those chemicals. And all these different, like the brother said, GMO meat. You got girls that are 8, 9, 10-year-olds having their period because all the hormones is in the food.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's not natural living. So you got a woman that's 25 with breast cancer.
Yeah.
That's not natural.
Make no damn sense.
She on Twitter with bald head and a pink ribbon saying, "Pray for me."
Yeah.
The society is wrong.
I'm not walking.
The so-called white man is wrong.
That's
That's
right.
right. That's right.
That's right. Hey, let's go. When you finish what you got, then we go back to me.
Karen, this is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety,
Yep.
then sudden destruction cometh upon them,
So, go ahead.
as travail upon a woman with child.
So as soon as it looks like there's a solution in sight, as soon as it looks like the government has provided the answer, then guess what? That's when the sudden destruction is going to hit. That's when it's going to look like the road out here.
Right.
All right, when the drag in 6th Street, a little further south, you got Austin city limits where a bunch of people coming back that way too. Guess what? Soon you ain't going to have that shit going on. All right? But it's October 3rd or 4th now. We're getting closer and closer to so-called New Year's. Guess what? There ain't gonna be too much reason to celebrate a New Year. All right, not coming up soon because this place is too corrupt. Somebody get Isaiah the 14th chapter. Hold Isaiah 14. It talks about the worm. Any more on that?
No, let's sit on that.
Get Isaiah 14 where it talks about the worm is spread underneath you.
Right.
Start up a little bit further. In fact, what verse is that where it says the worm is spread underneath it?
You know, while that brother's looking for that, man, like this brother was saying, man, all these GMOs is tearing everybody up, these chemtrails and that, just the pollution and everything. Everybody trying to fight the smoke weed and shit. And they showing y'all this little stupid stuff in the media, man. Like today, Obama just wanted to talk about jobs, job growth. But this economy is still failing.
Start at 3.
Got it, bro? Hey, you do it.
Isaiah chapter 14 verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Hey, that's the day that we're looking forward to. Unlike the other groups amongst Israel that's looking forward to try to come up with the solution on their own, we're looking for the Lord to bring that to us so then we can, so it's permanent. All right?
Right.
And y'all just keep on walking. Y'all, I mean, look, we're at UT, we're at UT of A. You goddamn, we're talking about this earlier. If you're a college student, literally, or university student, literally trying to seek higher learning or get a degree or a diploma, you're just gone, all right? You're mindless, you're a copper top, you don't know what the hell you're doing, you're just living your little stupid university college life, all right? Being told exactly what to think and what to do. You have no mind of your own, you have no capability of thinking critically, all right? Completely indoctrinated by the society. I mean, there's 3 churches, Catholic churches or whatever, right along this strip, right across the street from a major university. Get the hell out of here. Go ahead, Rob.
That's right. It says, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased?
Yep.
The golden city ceased.
Yeah, the golden city. What does it say in Jeremiah 51, I believe, and 7, or Jeremiah 50 and 7? It says that Babylon has been a golden cup in the Most High's hand. All right? This is that city that's that golden cup, the golden city. Guess what? It's going to cease real soon. Everything's going to cease around here. What's one thing that's going to cease? Hold that. Go to Ecclesiastes 12 where it says, the grinding shall cease. That's one thing that's going to come. Because that only was not the one thing that's definitely not being talked about is the fact that the dollar is just becoming worth less and less, and the debt is going higher and higher and higher constantly.
Right.
And people want to ignore that. All right, the debt is I believe in the area of 17 trillion, if I'm not mistaken. It's 350 bazillion. If you,
Just go with that. Gazillion.
Yeah, gazillion. However much damn money. The country is in complete debt. And you can't continue, a society run off debt just can't last.
And that's what I was just mentioning not too long ago. Like you had Obama on TV today trying to get people to understand that, hey, we're bringing in jobs, but you're not paying people any damn thing when you're bringing these jobs back. two, nobody's consuming anything. That's another thing, because